correct me if I'm wrong on the, proper verbiage of this, which is always the best way to start any conversation. But you're the first woman to play on a men's
professional
NCAA
baseball.
team. Well, there was the college first, though, correct?
Yeah. Yep. So I was the first woman to get a baseball scholarship. No other woman's got a baseball scholarship for men's baseball. So there's one other girl that played 1 year, Julie Croteau, first base. I was Division III. So I played Division II. And, I was the first one to get a baseball scholarship, and then the first one to pitch and get a win in a complete game in college. And then I played 4 years of college baseball.
And that was at Southern California.
Yep.
Southern California College.
Yep.
Very cool. And then, as you had alluded to, then you moved on to the St. Paul Saints.
Yeah, I played 4 years of professional baseball, and I played with the Saints, played with the Dukes, and Madison Black Wolf, and the Zion Pioneers. So I played 4 years of pro ball and became the first woman to get money to go play pro baseball, and then the first one to pitch and get a win in pro baseball.
Okay, now how did that all come about that you went from, SCC to St. Paul, of all places, St. Paul, Minnesota?
I know. Well, this is kind of how it worked out. My biggest thing in life, it's just like being a guy, is I wanted to play the top level, and that's Major League Baseball. And I knew the route to get there, because there's no real outlet for women's baseball or anything, I played baseball from a little leaguer to high school, never really went into softball, then I played college. I'm like, okay, I want to go into professional baseball, but I want to be taken legit. I don't, want to be like a sideshow, or I don't want to pitch just one game or one inning. I want to make it a career and learn. And so I put some feelers out there after my senior year in college ball to some professional teams. And some of them were affiliate teams. One was the Reds, and that was Marge Schott was there, and she was pretty open to it and excited, but there was going to be a lot of hoopla, and they were worried about taking away from the game with all that going on at spring training. So I was very fortunate and got in touch with Mike Beck, and I learned that, oh my gosh, this guy, has sold out every single baseball game for 2 years in advance. I mean, it's just unreal. So I was like, gosh, if I can go and ask for a tryout, make the team legitimately, and then be on that team, nobody can say she went there to sell tickets, because every single ticket is sold. So I went over there. He invited me to spring training camp. I had a scout that came out and looked at me from the Saints. His name was Barry Moss, and he liked what he saw. I went over there. I think there were like 20 guys, and it was a 14 or 13-man roster, and I made it. And then when people said, oh, she made the team, she actually went here and made the team, and then now she's with the Saints, they're like, well, every ticket's sold out. She's not here to sell tickets. She's actually legit. So that's kind of how I got there with the Saints, but I was very fortunate to meet Mike Beck.
Given Veck's dad's legacy, I mean, we all know Mike Veck's dad is Bill Veck, who, once put a little person up to bat and put fireworks in the outfield at Comiskey Park and blew up records. What were there the people, though, that thought that you were there to be a sideshow?
Oh, of course. And you know what? I understand. I understand that. But
and I hate to phrase it that way, but
no, it's true. I totally get it. Just like, being a female going into a man's world, I understand how a guy thinks, as far as, she's trying to change the game. Is she looking for guys? What is she trying to do? But the only thing that you could do is show up there and show them that you love the game. You want to be the best that you can. You're not there for anything else. And then over time, people will warm up to you and understand things a little bit more. So that's kind of what happened with baseball. Is if you compare my rookie season to other rookies, it was pretty much across the board the same. Now, you can't compare my rookie, to like Clayton Kershaw. I mean, that's not fair. People are like, well, her ERA wasn't 1 or 2, and I'm like, well, not a lot of people even in that league had that. So I kind of stayed right there with all the other rookies my first year. I went against the top-rated team in the Northern League and was a starting pitcher and went 6+ innings without giving any runs up. I went for a stretch of going 12 innings without allowing a run in professional baseball. So I think people started to change their tune when they were like, oh, she didn't play here for one season, or she didn't play here for just one game. She played 4 seasons, and then she was able to be, successful in certain things.
Right, which you did. You had a couple crazy years in St. Paul and Duluth, but then you're traded to Madison, and in 15 games you got a 1.67 ERA.
Yeah, my first year I was actually really excited. My ERA I think was in 6 or 7. But for being a rookie in St. Paul, I would take that. I just wanted to survive the season, get better. I was fine with that. I was very lucky to be with a championship team. And then going over to Duluth and getting more innings in, becoming a starting pitcher, having that run, doing well. And then, I was able to get over to Madison and work with Dirty Al Gallagher, who brought the best out of me. The guy is just a genius. And excelled over there. And then I really thought, okay, here's my shot. I proved to people I can do this. And I did talk to some people, and it was, we just don't want all the publicity.
Gotcha. What do you think? What was it working with Gallagher? Is that did everything just kind of clicked on a little better than you felt like maybe a little more at ease?
Yeah, I think it was more mature. Another thing I try to give myself a break for is I'm like, okay, I was 21.
Well, that's the thing. It's you jumped right from, college. It's from, frying pan to fryer. You jumped right from college to, like, all eyes are on you.
Right, and people kind of say it's in between like AA and high A ball as far as going to the St. Paul Saints. It's not like you go to rookie season. It's not short season A ball. It's not quite AA, but it's more like, single A, high AA. And to go straight from college to that was a huge jump. So I just tried to do, okay, here's my rookie year, here's my first year. And then by the year that I was with Madison, it wasn't as bad as far as people in the stands doing some crazy stuff. People kind of knew me a little bit more, and they knew I was out there because I just really loved the game. It just comes down to I worked hard, but I had a lot of people that really helped me, really helped me in my career.
Thank you to our guest this week. If you'd like to learn more about me, you can find me on the Twitter at Lucifer Olsen. That's L-O-U-C as in cat, I-F-E-R-O-L-S-E-N. Sean, where can the people find you?
Thanks, Lou. As always, you can find me on Twitter at HOVG. And remember, head on over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/HallOfVeryGood, and drop us a like. We'll talk to you later.
Later, boners.